in this video I showed you how I messed up because it just wasn't working. So I'm using my Tinashe hair to do my Genie ponytail. I did get my best friend to do my feed-in braids in the front. I didn't bring my camera to show that, but basically the hair that was left from the feed-in braids is what I used to braid to do my Genie pony. And I left it kind of long. So this is the hair, really pretty. I believe this is the deep wave. I will put everything down below for you guys. So I'm starting off with a bundle and I have 28 inches. All of my bundles are 28 inches. So I left the ponytail long and I wrapped it with some of that Senex strips. And then I'm putting some glue and then I'm just wrapping it around. So as you can see, the ponytail is long already as it is. And I was wrapping the tracks very close together, which caused the ponytail to be very full and very heavy. So as you can see here at the top, I'm just wrapping the remainder of the hair around the top of the ponytail, just how you would do a regular ponytail. But once I got done, the ponytail was way too heavy and it didn't stand up like a Genie ponytail like I wanted it to. So I'm just going to show y'all what I did. This is how full and pretty the ponytail was, but it was just way too heavy, so it would not stand up properly. It was super late. I got this done the day before I went on my trip because I went to Miami for my birthday and I still had to pack and get some sleep, and it just wasn't working. So I combed it out, I tried to style it, and then I tried to do my little wrap method around the top of the ponytail to get it to stand up the way that I like it to, but it just was not working because the ponytail was way too heavy because I already had used like 3 bundles of hair whenever I did it this way. So as you can see, I'm using some hair to wrap it around to try to get it to stand up, but it's not going to work. So basically what I ended up doing was taking all of the bundles loose and starting over. But whenever I redid it, I did cut the ponytail from the feed-in braids a lot shorter just so that it would not be heavy and I would not be wrapping as much hair on. Also, whenever I redid it, I did not wrap the tracks very close together. I spaced them out a lot more because I didn't want it to be heavy. The braids were already tight, so it was like really annoying because it was super tight and pulling with the ponytail being so heavy. So as you can see here, I tried to use some strips to wrap around the base just to try to get the ponytail to stand up, because as you can see, every time I wrap it around and I let it go, it just flops back down and I don't like that look. So I did take it loose, and as you can see now, the ponytail is a lot thinner. So I wrapped a very small amount around the ponytail, and then at the top I wrapped more hair around the top like you would do normally with a ponytail. So with this install, I used maybe like 2.5 or something like that. So it's a lot more natural looking. I mean, I guess if you wanted to make it look like it's your hair, this is a cute look. But I did want it to be really full and long at first, but it was just way too heavy and it was not working. And I was tired, so I just took it loose, and this is what I ended up doing. This is how I put my tracks on. At the end, I just take a strip of the hair and wrap it around. I have showed y'all this before in a different ponytail tutorial. So I'm just wrapping it around, and then I'm going to take the track. Well, actually here I'm adding in a track. So you wrap the hair around the ponytail first, and then you start taking the track and wrapping it around. And this is an easy way to do it where you don't have to use so many bobby pins. You can use one at the end if you would like to, but sometimes I don't really use any at all. Just to try not to use so many bobby pins because they do get irritating whenever you have your hair up in a ponytail. I do want to do some more ponytail videos because this one did not come out as detailed and great as I wanted it to because it was really late and I got my hair done. You know, I was getting ready to leave early that morning, so I didn't get to get as detailed as I wanted to, but you guys do get to see quite a few clips on how I actually did install this hair. And I do also show you how I did my baby hairs, but it was a different day after I had went on my trip. Actually, the day I showed y'all how to do the baby hairs, I think that's the same day I actually ended up taking it down. So, you know, it wasn't as fresh. So here I'm just clipping the hair up like I always do with the clip, and then I'm taking some hair, and you want to use some hair to wrap around the base of the ponytail. But what I also did want to do was do some braids to go around the base of the ponytail as well. So first I'm just going to be doing a few braids. I did like 3 braids. Two of them were a little bit smaller and one was a little bit bigger. I didn't mind the look of that. I tried to use some braiding hair to do the braid, but that braiding hair was so nappy and it was just not working. So this is what I did. I just used some of the hair from my ponytail to braid. So y'all can see here, this is one of the smaller braids. And then I think the next one may have been the one that's a little bit bigger. And I'm also going to spray it with some hairspray to kind of get the braid to stay together and everything. Because I didn't put any rubber band or anything at the end of it. And I'm just going to wrap the end around the base of the ponytail so that the end is not sticking out. Because as y'all can see, I didn't braid it completely all the way down because that was just too much work. Like, I wasn't here for it. So yeah, I'm just wrapping my hair back up again because I took out a piece of hair to wrap around the base first. And then I'm going to put the braided pieces on top of that piece. So everything will be kind of more, what's the word? I don't know. It'll just look more uniformed and more together if you do a little piece around it first. So that's what I'm going to do. I just use the hairspray, comb it out, and everything like how I always do. And then I'll just start wrapping it around. So this is kind of how it looks after I have did everything. The only thing is that I didn't lay my baby hairs or anything. I just went to bed and packed and all of that. So this is another day. As y'all can see, the braids are not as fresh. But basically, the styling products that I used on my edges is the Style Factor um, edge control as well as the Eco Styling Gel. And I just dipped my little edge brush into the edge control and then dipped it into the gel, only putting a very little bit. And this is how I laid my baby hair. Since my hair was not as freshly washed around my edges, I feel like it looks a lot better when your hair is fresh. So since I have been putting edge control and gel, you know, throughout the whole weekend, and it's now the next week, it's just, it didn't lay as well as I like it to. And honestly, I learned how to do these S-type baby hairs while I was on the trip, because the normal baby hairs that I like to do, I didn't really like it with this style. So whenever we were getting ready to go out for the day, I just tried this out and it worked out the first time I tried it, and I really love it. So this is a new baby hair method for me. But like I said, my hair is a little bit dirty with products, so it didn't lay as well as I like it to, but it still came out super cute. So this is how I do my S-type baby hairs. So yeah. And my edge brush is the, I think it's the Carmen one or whatever that you can get from like Target and stuff. So here I'm just misting the hair down with some water just to get the wave and curl to pop back into the hair. Most of the time on my trip, I would only put a little bit of water in the hair and then just do some of the wrapping moves in the hair, and that worked out fine to lock the curl in and make the hair really wave up and everything. But on this day, since it had been, you know, throughout the whole weekend, I decided to go ahead and wet it down really good and then go in with the mousse. I didn't wait and show y'all how it looked when it was dry because I did get dressed and leave, but you can see how it looks on pictures on my Instagram as well as in the intro of the video. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this tutorial and how I did this hair with these feed-in braids in the fronts, with a Genie ponytail, as well as my S-type baby hair, so, or wavy baby hair. So yeah, thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, keep watching, watch until the end. So yeah, bye dolls.